Are you in the market to set up your first home studio, or maybe you're looking to set up a little studio for your kids or your grandkids and you're not sure where to start, you don't have a big budget, and you're not sure what you need to purchase? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you that for only $500, you can get you or your loved one everything you need to make great sounding music in your new little home studio, so stick around. Okay, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to take you through my personal gear recommendations for someone who wants to start a little home studio and you only have about $500 to spend. Where do you start? What do you purchase? What do I recommend? That's what we're going to do in this video. So now this video assumes that you already have, or someone that you're going to be purchasing this little setup for already has a computer of some kind. It could be a laptop, it could be a desktop, it could be a Mac, it could be a PC. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a brand new computer. It could be several years old. But if you have some kind of a computer, this will be just fine. And also this assumes that you already have, or your loved one has, a workspace, a desk of some kind, whether it's a little desk that they use to do their homework, or the kitchen table, or the living room, coffee table, whatever. This will work for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you over here into the interwebs here, and we're going to take a look at Sweetwater's website. Everything that I talk about in this video will be linked down below. Those are affiliate links. Thank you so much in advance. I'm going to show you the stuff that I have personally used, so I know it's good, high quality stuff, and I'm going to get you going for right around that $500 mark. So let's jump out here into the Sweetwater website. Now, all the links are going to be in the description box below for all of this stuff. And I want to thank you in advance because those are affiliate links, and those affiliate links help support what I do here on the channel. So thank you so much in advance. So here we go. So now, what is the first thing you're going to need for your studio? Well, this assumes, again, that you have a computer of some kind. It could be Mac, PC, it could be a laptop, a desktop, really doesn't matter. Any kind of a computer will do. If it's, 7 years old or newer, you should be just fine. Don't worry about a computer. And this also assumes that the workspace, you have some kind of a workspace, whether it be a desk or a kitchen table, coffee table in the living room, somewhere to physically set up and work. So first thing you're going to need is you're going to need an audio interface to be able to get your voice or your instrument or your musical ideas out of you into the computer. You don't want to use the sound card that comes with your computer. We could talk in another video a little bit later of why that is. You want to have an audio interface that's specifically designed for this. And I have one choice that I want to show you here that comes bundled with the second thing that you're going to need, which is a recording software, a digital audio workstation, or DAW for short. This is the recording program that you're going to use, that when you record through your audio interface, it's going to record your musical masterpiece. So we're going to take a look at those first two things. So the first one I want to show you here is I want to show you this one. This is by a company called Universal Audio. This is the Volt 2 USB recording interface. Now, what's great about this is it's not only bus powered, meaning it's only a USB-C cable into your computer. There's no external power supplies. It's really small. The picture on the screen here looks a little bit bigger than what it actually is. It'll fit small on a desk or on a coffee table or a dining room table. Throw it in your backpack. You can take it on the run. It's really, really great. Universal Audio has been around for decades, and they make really high quality stuff. Now, what's great about this audio interface, you'll see here on the front, we have two inputs here. These are microphone, XLR, and or 1/4 inch jacks, are called combo jacks. We have two inputs here, and I feel like having two inputs is important because let's say you're a singer-songwriter, you want to sing and play your acoustic guitar at the same time, or sing and play keyboards at the same time, and you want to record two things simultaneously at the same time. Having an audio interface with two inputs is going to be great. Also on here is you're going to have a couple extra features here, things like the 48 volt, which is used if you use like a microphone that requires 48 volt power, which we call phantom power. That's all taken account right here. And you also have a nice headphone jack, because we're going to talk about headphones here in a second, so you can monitor what you're recording. This is a great audio interface, and as you can see here, it's only $199. And here's a pro tip for you. You can always find on Sweetwater and Zounds, you can always find where they have open box and demo models here. Like in this particular case, they have a demo model for $179, so you can save yourself a couple of bucks. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to say $199 is what this interface costs. Now, what's also great about the Universal Audio Vault is it comes with the second item we're going to need, which is our recording software, our digital audio workstation. If you scroll down here, and I'm going to link all this in the description box below, you will see and you will read that it comes with their premium. This is their premium software bundle. Their recording DAW, or their digital audio workstation, they call it Luna. This comes with the recording software Luna. It also comes bundled with a starter set of high quality plugins, which also includes some virtual instruments if you want to play things like strings or pianos or horn sounds or stuff like that. And we'll talk about a MIDI controller in a few minutes, but this interface comes with the recording software absolutely free. Works on both Mac or PC. So for $199, you get an audio interface and you get the recording software, the two main things that you need to get started to start recording music in your new home studio. So this is a great product. I've been using Universal Audio products for 20 years. They make high quality stuff, and their recording software Luna I've used a bunch, and it is really nice. It's easy to learn, it's beginner friendly, and the sounds are fantastic. Nothing cheap about this package whatsoever. Now, we have our audio interface and we have our recording software out of the way. The second thing we're going to need is we're going to need a pair of headphones. If you don't have a pair of headphones, I highly recommend here these Sony MDR7506s. These are closed back headphones. Closed back headphones are important if you want to record things like vocals, acoustic guitars, and things like that. And the reason for that is if you have open back style headphones, and let's say you are going to be singing to a track that you've already recorded in Luna, or a loop, or a karaoke track that you imported to Luna and you want to sing your vocals over it. As you're listening back through your headphones, if you have open back headphones, the music that's already recorded, the sound's gonna come out those open back headphones and could be picked up by your vocal microphone, and then you're gonna get kind of like an echoey or like a phasey kind of a sound. We don't want that. So whenever we're recording stuff or tracking, whether it's guitars, vocals, bass, drums, what have you, you want to have closed back headphones. And these are a studio staple that have been around forever. They sound great, they're lightweight, they're inexpensive, they're only $108, and I highly recommend them. I've used these for years. They're great headphones for tracking in your home studio. So now we have our audio interface, we have our software, and we have our headphones. Next thing we're going to need is some kind of a microphone to record, whether you're going to record vocals or guitar or what have you. Another studio staple here is the Shure SM58. This is a dynamic microphone. This has been around again for 1,000 years in the recording industry, both in the studio and for live use. It is built like a tank. It will never break. You could throw it out of a 20-story building and have it hit the ground and you're going to still pick it up and it's still going to work. It's a wonderful microphone. It's only $109, and once again, you can get them for $98 here if you want to pick up an open box or a demoed item here on Sweetwater's website. Highly recommend the SM58. You can use it for vocals, you can use it for acoustic guitars, you can record snare drums, whatever you want to record, percussion, tambourine, shakers, you name it. Anything you want to record, an SM58 will do you just fine. You'll have it for the rest of your life. Every studio needs an SM58, $109. Okay, next thing we're going to need is we're going to need a microphone stand to put that microphone on, right? When we're not using it, or if we're singing, or if we're playing guitar and singing at the same time, we're going to need that microphone on a microphone stand. Lots of microphone stands on the market. They range from very inexpensive $20 all the way up to hundreds of dollars. I picked something in the middle here because you want a halfway decent mic stand that's not just going to topple over. Even though the SM58 is built like a tank and you can't throw it off a 20-story building, we want our microphone to be on a stand that's stable. When you put it on the ground, it's not going to go anywhere. Here's a great choice by Gator Frameworks. This is a $70 mic stand. Will work just fine. You'll have it for the rest of your life. Now, if you add up those four things, you have everything you need now to start making music. You got your audio interface, you got your recording software, you got your headphones, you have your microphone and a microphone stand. Oh, by the way, you're probably going to need a microphone cable. Let's throw another $20 in there for a microphone cable, right? So if you add all that stuff up, we have about $486 worth of gear, and that will get you started making music today in your home studio. Perfect. Less than $500. Here's a couple of honorable mentions, or a couple of things you can swap out depending on your use case and what you want to use your studio for. So we talked a minute ago about the microphone. Well, maybe you're not someone who sings. Maybe you say, you know what, I'm not really going to be singing. I want to record like string sections or pianos, and I need like kind of a MIDI controller that I can use with my new recording software with the virtual instruments that come with it. Here's a great MIDI controller that's the same price as the SM58 microphone. This is by M Audio. This is a 49 key, full-size key MIDI controller. Great to use with Universal Audio Luna. You can record strings, pianos, bass. You can tap out drum beats, anything that you can play with a virtual instrument, and all those virtual instruments come free with Luna, as I said a little bit earlier. So if you wanted to swap out the microphone and get a MIDI controller instead, because that better suits you and what you're going to be doing, or what your loved one's going to be doing in their home studio, here's a great choice for $109. If you wanted to have the microphone instead, now we're a little bit over $500. We're a little closer to $600, but still super, super, super affordable. And this is all professional grade stuff that sounds wonderful. There's nothing cheap. There's nothing chintzy here. This is better than something you're going to buy on Amazon.com, some no-name brand. This is good quality, professional grade equipment that you can get between $500 and $600 if you include the MIDI keyboard. Last thing I want to share with you is just another option for your audio interface. Okay, so we talked about the Volt here by Universal Audio, which I really, really love. But another really, really popular one that you may have seen on YouTube if you've been doing some searching and some researching, you may have heard of the DAW, Digital Audio Workstation. You may have heard of it, Studio One, PreSonus Studio One. Okay, PreSonus Studio One, that's different from Universal Audio Luna. PreSonus Studio One also makes a line of audio interfaces, a little bit more expensive than the Universal Audio stuff, but I want to show that to you as an option. So here is a wonderful interface by PreSonus called the PreSonus Studio 24C. Just like the Universal Audio, it's USB powered. It's a small little desktop interface. You can throw it in your backpack. You can move it around. It's mobile. It has two inputs on the front, just like the Universal Audio. It has headphone outputs, just like the Universal Audio. It's got all of the same features as the Universal Audio Volt. The difference with the PreSonus unit, and from a quality standpoint, I would say they're equal. The Universal Audio Volt and the Studio 24C, equal in quality. Both are going to sound fantastic. The difference is that the PreSonus Studio One, or the Studio 24, excuse me, it does come bundled with Studio One version 7 Professional as their recording software, but it only comes with a 6-month subscription. Then you have to spend $20 a month if you want to continue on with PreSonus Studio One, which is a very, very popular digital audio workstation. You may have seen it on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I have a whole set of beginner training courses for PreSonus Studio One. It's a little bit more popular of a digital audio workstation, Studio One is, to Universal Audio Luna, because Luna is a lot newer to the market. PreSonus has been around about 15 years, Studio One, and now we're up to version 7. Luna's only been around about 4 or 5 years. Both really great, but the PreSonus Studio One software has a much larger user community online. If you need training, if you need help, if you get stuck, you have people like me that create training courses for that stuff for absolute beginners. So there's a little bit more in training resources for PreSonus Studio One. So if you wanted to figure that into your budget, and you wanted to spend a little bit more, you can go a little over the $500. This is only $157 for the interface, so it's $50 cheaper than the Universal Audio Volt. You will get the PreSonus Studio One software for 6 months, but then after that, it's going to cost you roughly $20 a month or a couple of $100s to buy the license out, and you get a perpetual license. So in the long run, this Vault will cost you a little bit more, but not tremendously more. But if you're really stuck on the $500 and you say, look, that's all I have, that's all I can spend, go the Universal Audio route, you can't beat it. If you have a few more bucks and you want something with a little bit more training resources that are out there to help you when you're first starting out, which I do recommend, check out this PreSonus 24C. Again, wonderful audio interface. PreSonus Studio One comes along with it for 6 months, and then you can buy the license or pay for the subscription. So again, all this stuff is going to be linked in the description box below, and thank you so much for advance. Now, thank you for sticking around till the end of the video. I want to further help you if you're starting to build this home studio for yourself or your loved one, to give you some more training resources. Go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Again, link will be in the description box below. I want to give you something for free. I want to give you a 90-minute free mixing course that's right on my homepage. You'll see an orange button. You click it, you download it today. So once you record your first piece of music or your first song and you want to mix it and make it sound the best it can sound, that free mixing course will help you out tremendously. So go check that out today, and then take a look at the other things on my website. If you want to pick up one of my other paid training courses, I want to give you a 25% discount coupon code as well. If you use YouTube 25 at checkout, that'll take 25% off any training course on my website to help you get started with your new studio. So let me know in the comments below if you have any recommendation for some of our viewers. What gear do you use, if you're someone that already has a studio, that you can recommend for in that $500 budget? Do you have a list of gear that you can recommend to some of our viewers that are different than the ones that I recommended here? Leave them in the comments below. And until the next video, where maybe we'll take a look at another studio build with a little bit more money involved to get you some even more goodies in your home studio. I've been Dave with HomeRecordingMadeEasy.com. Thank you so much for watching me, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.